All right, this is part 3 of Banshee moves to a new enclosure.
Didn't plan very well.
Well, who puts the gates in, Gail?
Huh?
Who puts the gates in?
That's why I'm being facetious. Like, gee, whoever put this gate in here didn't plan very well. Meaning me. Actually, I don't think there was ever a gate anywhere, but there happened to be 2 poles and yeah, there you go. And it was just a matter of unhog ringing to have a gate, so it was the fastest way to get a gate there.
You're gonna love your new neighbor.
That's what
This
I'm saying.
Tiger
Now
Lily?
he's going to be all next to a bunch of girls. He should be
Oh.
quite happy.
And they're all
And then pretty soon,
bobcats.
Anna and Will will be over there.
And Will's no competition. Hello, Michaela from Romania.
What's the matter?
It looked like a bat because the way the bird was flying.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I thought you were.
Kinda
noticed
sounded like
something
one,
wrong
too.
With the cage is what I thought you were looking at.
Hey, Jatinder. Hello, Deb. Hi, Diane. This is Banshee Bobcat, and he's moving over here into the section where all the bobcats are, so he's going to love
I
that.
think it was a tree up there at one time and it fell.
Oh, yeah, just pull that right out, Gail.
I did. Did you see? Did you not see that whole wall come out when I pulled it out? Yeah, I think a tree fell up there and we fixed the roof, but we never straightened out that side.
You're not kidding that that's heavy work. I think that cage weighs about 70 pounds, and he weighed 23 pounds this morning.
Yeah, the cages says like 74 pounds, and he was 23.
People always ask, why is it always women doing the work?
Because women are the ones typically that volunteer for animals.
And they work harder.
We have a few guys, but not very many. He's like, nope, you got me in here now, you're stuck with me.
Lots of good places to hide. Carolyn, we're open year-round. We're only closed on Christmas and Thanksgiving and on Thursdays. Hi, Linda from Sanford. Look, the door's open. Can everybody just walk away from him?
Well, I think she's holding the cage up
Oh.
with her feet. Is that a stick laying back there, or is that a root growing in the ground that's just sticking up? She needs a stick.
That's a twig.
Okay, something just to poke him in the butt. Here.
Hey, Zoe from Northern Ireland. David, those are dogs. Guys like dogs. Just don't have as many people and as many guys, apparently, who care about cats. See, you've got this whole new
Did you
space.
see him stop and turn around like,
I'm going to give it to you now.
excuse me?
So what they did was they shut a guillotine door between them and him, and they'll get the cage out of there and then open that door up, and then he'll have the side that you just saw him go in. He's probably hiding in that den now, so I'm not going to bother him. He's got a little den there. He's got a big den over there. That toy might be a little big for him to play with. And then he'll have this side over here as well. Yeah, Kim, that was him growling.
Yeah, we should have thought about changing
And then he's got a really nice den back there. That thing is 8 feet by 10 feet, maybe 8 feet by 12 feet inside. And it's got 2 entrances. You can see all the way through. It's a nice, cool place for him to get. Or he can get up on top. And he can talk to Tiger Lily when she's up on the hill there.
They're holding the cage. Actually, that might even be a better idea.
Tiger Lily's not real people-oriented either, so she's not showing her face, but I'm sure as soon as all of us are gone, she'll be like, hey, handsome. Well, how did you guys all get in there? This is funny. Now they can't get out. The cage door swings the wrong way. I don't know why so many of our cage doors are like that. Kathleen, the meat is not donated. We buy all of our food, and the reason that we do that is a lot of places feed what's called the Walmart diet. It's when food expires, when it's already gone bad, and the stores throw it away. They put it into these big barrels, and then sanctuaries and private zoos will go pick up those barrels and sort through the rotting flesh to find something they can feed the cats. We don't do that here. All of our food is purchased. We purchase from Colorado a ground diet that has the whole animal ground up, which is what they need, just like they would have in the wild. 2 days a week they get whole rats and whole rabbits, and then they get chunks of chicken and like chicken leg quarters and that sort of thing. And those are provided by Master Purveyors, which is the same provider for restaurants. If you go to bigcatrescue.org/feed-cats, it talks about all of our food. Jumanji and Nala are doing fine, Rosanna and Diane. Jumanji has a little bit of a swelling on his face this morning, but we're keeping a close eye on that. The vet says he thinks it's just from the, all the pressure of taking out that mass, that probably some blood built up and made that swelling. And Nala is doing great. The day after she had her front leg repaired, you couldn't even tell anything had ever been done. She's got a collar on to keep her from chewing at it, but she plays and she eats and she's doing fantastic. As far as like restaurants donating food, we have to feed 500 pounds of food a day, so there's just no way there's enough restaurants anywhere nearby. And what they throw away are the fat and the bones, and what these guys need is they need the organs and the muscle meat and the really good cuts of meat, not what people are throwing away.
I was just thinking too, do we want to get those thimble things out of where the cougar cubs are going to go? Do you think the boys will tear those up?
If they do, at least somebody's playing with them.
This was laying on top of the feeding lockout.
Okay.
Were you watching this whole thing? You be nice to the new neighbor.
Look at that. He's like, hey, what's that toy?
That is not a toy.
This is.
Oh. I was talking about Banshee.
No. I think he was looking at this yellow tube going, hey, a toy.
Yeah, well, you got toys. Uh-huh. Madison, when it comes to what we think about other sanctuaries, I think you can make that decision for yourself. And the things that you need to look for are, do they buy animals? Do they sell animals? Do they breed wildcats for life in cages? Are they allowing people to touch them and have their picture made with them? Are they taking them off site for display, like out to schools and circuses and fairs and that sort of thing? Those are the main things that are bad. The 5 sins, we call them: buying, breeding, selling, allowing public contact, and taking them off site for public display. There are only 2 accredited sanctuaries in the state of Florida, and that means that they meet very high standards of ethics and finances and animal care, and that's us and Jungle Friends, which is a primate sanctuary in Gainesville. Shelley, we have done acupuncture in the past with some of the cats, but it's been with the cats who were small cats, like bobcats, and who were quite handleable. But we don't have anybody currently who is small and handleable who would be able to benefit from acupuncture. I do agree it's a wonderful thing, though. In fact, I never had a sense of smell, and I don't know, can you guys see in the mirror there? I have a very narrow nose right here, and always thought that that had something to do with it. I was going to acupuncture for issues that I had with my back, and for the first time ever, I smelled the cologne of the guy that was doing the acupuncture, And if you've never been able to smell and all of a sudden you can smell, it's like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is the most amazing thing. So I don't know if my sense of smell is as good as a normal person's, but it was, at least I have one now. And the only thing I can attribute it to was it happened during the acupuncture session. And it's lasted all these years, even though I haven't had acupuncture in probably 15 years. Diane, I'm not anywhere near Joseph. They're about to hand out a bunch of enrichment, so I thought I would keep this rolling and see if you guys can see that. But I was talking about my nose and I lost track of where everybody went. So hang on a minute, we'll see if we can find them. I don't know who the enrichment is all planned for. I know they did some really cute camping type enrichment for the cats. And Jamie said that they were going to be handing it out shortly, but I don't know who is on the list. And if I don't find somebody shortly here, I think I'll shut down and start up again when I do find a person. Here's Josh. Doing all the weed whacking. Okay, well, I don't see any enrichment going on, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. And if you guys are new to this, please, down at the bottom, like us and follow us, or maybe at the top of your screen, depending on where you are. If you're on a phone, it's at the bottom. If you're on a computer, it's at the top. And that way, when we go out and hand out enrichment in a few minutes, you guys will get a notification.